So it's day 27, and today we're talking about video or kind of having a real strategy. Now, I'm sure you're pretty much all doing video in your social reels and website of some kind, but we do need to address this today. You know, in a world where everyone is scrolling at 100 miles an hour kind of thing with it, a static image is a whisper, but video is a conversation. People don't just book a boudoir photographer for the shoots, they book the person behind the lens. They want to hear your voice, they want to see your energy, and they want to feel the vibe of the studio before they ever step inside. So today I want to kind of look at building your video and reel strategy to turn scroller into kind of more of a believer, somebody who's going to be trusting you as such. Now, we all know in marketing that, you know, video builds a connection and builds trust. The motion and voice communicate the personality and energy in ways photos alone, a photograph cannot just kind of tell who you are. They just look good, as it were. So when a potential client sees you move in and hears you speaking, the stranger danger, which is a weird thing to put in the world of boudoir, but that stranger danger, I should say, disappears, and the booking becomes easy to the client, and the lack of turn-ups, the no-shows, kind of start to disappear within the business as well with it. So it's just not your voice, but everybody else's voice within the business, and not just on social media, but visible on your YouTube channel and the likes of your website as well. In the creative process with it, we can show the process, not the perfection, but we can show the high-end brand videos without the kind of the time spent. So high-end brand videos don't always need to be polished commercials. Often the raw behind the scenes the moments and the laughter that goes on, the posing, the adjustments, and the real client interactions create the most emotional element of that high-end kind of video brand, as it were. And of course, you know, by setting these into a working week, when you start to put these videos in, the inspirational element comes alive. Action is always memorable. A still image can be passed across unless they're reliving the image through the experience they had. So when they look at their own images, of course, they've got their own little video clocking in their head. But when they're actually looking at you for the first time, they're actually looking at somebody else's experience and trying to put themselves in that place. So if the action is memorable, short, authentic videos help the clients imagine themselves in the chair. It bridges the gap between that looks cool and I can see myself doing that as well. So today we need to find the little bit of the short movie in the business as such. We need to create an energy shift. We need to have an expert voice, and we need to make sure that we're showing off the atmosphere. So in the energy shift, what does the before and after actually look like? Not just in the makeup, but in the client's body language, of course. How can you capture that sparkle in their eyes before they kind of disappear? Now, I'm fully aware that not all of your clients are going to want video done, but you can still do video without kind of showing their faces and so on most of the time. And having that expert voice is clear. We're there to explain one simple posing tip to a client, and somebody can see you doing that on video, it kind of gets rid of the myth on the camera itself and things, really. You know, this establishes that you're authority of the thing that you do in a very, very short time and things. So you need to kind of just show those little bit of shorts to really make it basically really come alive and resonate with more clients. And then the atmosphere in the video course. What does your studio actually sound like? The music, the clicking, the shutter, the words of encouragement, those are the textures of the brand. So you could almost do an out of focus video, but listen in of what's kind of going on as well. So if you've got a shoot, but you can't basically do any video of that client, you could actually still blur out the shoot, and they could actually still hear a little bit of the kind of the banter that's going on as well. So your task is to brainstorm 3 to 5 video topics or real ideas that reflect your unique brand, whether it's a day in the life or meet the photographer clip. It's just a kind of even a quick testimonial will highlight you. So try and plan out the hook, try and get a middle of the video as well, and then the call to action at the end of each video with it. So how can I show my clients how I truly am and exactly what the experience feels like through the motion of video? Ask yourself that when you've kind of brainstormed everything, and just don't try and do the 5 videos immediately, but just get one done and then look at it and see what you think. And then you can ask yourself, does this really show my clients who I truly am?